So I figured out a way. To use my my phone or my PC. It used to be easy when I had that Mac, but I gave out the Mac. So I have to download another software that now kind of connects my OBS with my phone. So what I'm doing here is gonna have to design something, right? To where I can see people's comments and whatever. Cause now I have to set up my on another phone. Trader live here. I see that. So and this phone has no charge, so if I don't reply to any comments today, then it's all good. So I hope I am not lagging in any way, shape or form, man. My face is so small though. I hope I'm not lagging in any way. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. Let me pull up the comments though. Two people watching, nice. Don't forget to leave a like. All right, let's start this thing, man. Let's start. Let's see what the market has for us today. So we had a winning trade on Friday, but those small recaps right here. It was a nice trade, but I think I'd taken a small loss, and then I wanted to make back that loss. But looking at this, okay. This is a trade that I took on Friday, and I kind of closed early because I wanted to make back the loss I'd taken. But clearly, if I had left it alone, man, we closed on Friday. This is Sunday trading right there. No. This is Friday trading, and then we gapped down. So that would have been a good win, right? But that's now gambling on top of gambling, man. Because this could have happened on the other side, and you can see all your gains just wiped with such a thing. So leaving your trades open over the weekend is a risk. It pays off sometimes though. So that would have been just straight from the open 7R in returns. But anyway, we're going to forget about all that. That was last week, and I'll start another top-down analysis. So I'm just going to I'm gonna put all this in a group and turn that off, right? I usually end up deleting them, but for some reason I can hang on to them for a little while. So let's do a top-down analysis real quick. Let's start with the monthly, see where we are. So we've taken out that low and this one, and now we currently have this low to be taken, this monthly low right there, which I believe is something that I've already done. Doesn't matter. So this is the next low to be taken, right? So that's a good target, near term, future, whatever. Let me do a long one right there. So is that volume too high? I'll turn it down a little bit. Right, that's good. So that's a previous month low. No, that's an old month low, right? We took out this swing low here, this one. So damn, those are you're dropping. The last 3 months have been bearish. What I'm thinking is, this is 2017, right? The market was bullish, and I think, I don't know if I should say it, in my own opinion, I don't know why it was, well, it goes up and down. So I'm thinking this is just a correction, right? Just setting market at the true price, and then I will start going up again. But for now, we're just gonna have to, because it goes up, goes down. But this is some serious down though. The last time we had such movement to the downside, let me see, how many points are those? Like 5,500 points. Let's see this one. No, just hit shift. Come on. The last time we saw such a move, oh boy, what's going on, man? Get out of here. Shift, that was 3,700. That was in July 8th to July. No, that's the weekly. That's okay, let's just do that. So July 8th to July, to the week of July, August 24th. This is happening in just February to early March. The last time we saw such a move, man, when is this? It was back in 2020. Was that during COVID? It didn't move that much like it has right now. So let's do that high. We're looking at 3,100. That was how the market came down during COVID. February 2020, boom, in the week of 17th to the week of 23rd. So within the same month, we saw a movement of 3,200, right? When else did we see such a move? Let's see here. In 2018, the week of 1st October to December, to the 24th of December. So a few months. 2,100. Whoa. And then of course this huge drop here from 2021 to 2022 was mostly bearish, and we're looking at how many points? 6,344 from the week of November 2021 down to October. So that's a good few months that gave us 6,300 points, right, to the downside. But now, from the week of 17th of February to this week, the week of 7th in April, so that's February, March, April, so 3 months, we've seen 5,500 points to the downside. So damn, 5,900, close to 6,000. What was this? 6,300. 5,900. This took a few months. This only 3 months. This one took. Hey, Trump. 2021 to. What's that? This November 2021 to October 2022. That's close to 1 year. This is 3 months. 5,900, 6,300 points. Okay. Anyway, it's a good thing we're traders, man. So anybody who bought right here, if that's how it works, in January of 2024, and you saw those gains, you just saw your gains wiped out. You're back to break even. Whoever bought here is in the water. But you know, this thing goes down, goes up, and this is just data from 2017, so we don't know. I don't know what happened earlier. I think that's something you have to purchase, right? Goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, and this is just one leg, so we can see us coming down, up to down here, right? Up to here and even farther. Now, if we were to take out this low, then I think that would be a major problem, in my opinion. But right now, it's just this one leg. We just got to a half of it, right? This swing low to the high of all time. So that's okay. We got some fair value gaps here that we can come in. See, all this is balanced. So you can come down up to this point too, right? On the monthly level. Maybe bounce here, and then, you know, maybe now the countries will have come up with a nice plan with all these tariff things, and we can see how markets start going back up slowly, and then news, we just hit a whole time high, and then we start that thing again. And then we keep going up and up, blah blah blah. You know how it goes. It is a cycle. Hey, can you delete that stuff? Anyway, let's get back to work. So all we want is just a small portion for us to make some money, right? This demo account. So looking at the weekly, we've taken out this weekly low and this one. So I'm not gonna consider this because I like to consider swing lows like this one, where there's a high on both sides, a higher low on both sides. There's really nothing to see here. The candle open here, went down, then went up, and then it's kind of getting shaved off to the previous week low is right there. I don't see how that's gonna help us in any way. We do have this down candle that we saw price went up, but we have a big one here. Monthly. Okay, let's just go down to the daily. I don't see anything to include here. Let's go down to the daily, see how this is going. We do have the previous week. Yeah, let's do this one. The previous day. Previous low right there, previous day low. We likely to come up to that previous day high. Yeah, why not? But we do have our current day high over there, which I am going to denote because that's a couple of points, right? 600. Oh, that's a lot. Current day high, and then we do have the previous day high right there. Wait, I didn't say a prayer. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, as we navigate these markets today, I pray for your wisdom that you have already given us. But I do acknowledge for that fact, and I pray that things work out for us today and the days to come. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Let's go, let's get it. Okay. Where I'm at, okay, let's keep going. So we do have like see, we have a swing low paired with this gap over here, and that what is this, like a new day opening gap over there. And then we have that fair value gap over there. So but by the time we get up here, then I think we should have already gotten what we want. Looking at the 4 hour, look at this game over here. Ooh, wait a minute, I need to go back to the daily, and I need to do, because this is where we closed and this is where we opened, but this is Sunday, Friday, and Monday, so I don't know if that counts. I will leave that one as it is. But we do have, what is this? This is Friday and Sunday. That is interesting. I'm gonna use the weeks. So that might be a place of support, right? We're just gonna do 4 hour. This might be like a pool of support where price can come back down and then we shoot to the upside. So let's just acknowledge that for now. We have that down candle, supply, an order block with a fair value gap right there. Let's see how that works. So we might see us trade down to this 4 hour low, right? Previous 4 hour low. I used to, no, I don't have that. P4L, P4HL, previous 4 hour low, and I think I used to have those in green. Let me just do that as well. Color, because this is a previous 4 hour candle, right? If I was to measure it just to see where we are in terms of premium and whatever, so we are in a discount, nice place to buy, but I'm thinking we just traded to the premium, to the upper portion of that candle, so there's a high probability that we can also keep going down to this section. So far now I'm bearish, even though the daily is green, the weekly is green, the monthly is red. 4 hour, I don't really know what's going on. So the other see, this is now acting as resistance over there, because we just traded to that section and we've been kicked away, right? But just to 4 hours, so I can know the time frame. Okie doke. So now we're bouncing in between these two levels, this high and this section and this section. That for now is my support and resistance. So let's go down to the 1 hour. Damn, the delay is nuts. I waved my hands, and then on the stream the hands still not waving. Okie doke. Okay, so what do we see on the 1 hour? We have this up candle and we short to the downside, but that kind of came down. So look at what we have here. We do have this equal lows over here, so that's something we have to worry about. Not really worry about, but kind of see. So but we are currently going up. This is 6 in the morning, short down to that, looks like this fair value gap over here. Come on. And we kind of passed it too, so it could be something else on a lower time frame. So the 1 hour, we just traded above this previous 1 hour. I want to see when this candle closes what we are likely to do. Seems like this is gonna be a fair value gap. If we close down, enter into this pool, if it's not gonna get closed, and then we kind of see our entry criteria going up, then I will engage with a high and kind of aim for this high. They're likely to keep going up, I don't know, but that would be a nice target, this high over here. That would be nice. We'll see how, because on a 1 hour time frame, on a 1 hour scale, everything is balanced within this range. So the probability of this market going down, in my opinion, is low. But even if we do, since everything is balanced, this might be like a landslide, like just sliding down and come and take these lows. Will they do that this afternoon? I don't know. But there's also probability that they might want to come and retest what they did right here. Kind of feel this week, right? All right, let's go down to the 30-minute. We have like 11 minutes. I'm trying to see, where did this trade to? They have this candle, same thing. What's that high up here? This is the boring part, guys. This is the boring part, man. The high is 16,532.6, and what's that low? 16,534.5. Look at that. Touched it and shot up. Okay, I know what it is. That 1 hour inverse right there. That's the pool that we came into. I need you to go to not 3 p.m. but 1 p.m. which is where we close our stream. Alright, we got 10 minutes to the close of this whatever. What else am I seeing here? No meaningful breaker. We didn't take out this low, and we are currently in this high to this low, right in that range. So that 6:30 a.m. candle in the 30-minute time frame and 7 a.m. candle, so they established a range between 6:30 to 7, and price has been trading in that range ever since. So I think we might see a consolidation there. It might just stay in here, but we'll see if we can get something small. Maybe see if we can get out that small 30-minute range, which will be the swing high that's forming right now, and that swing low. And seems like they want to completely close this fair value gap. They've already taken out that previous 1 hour. So looking at the 1 minute, is there anything for me? No, let's just wait. I don't want to experience FOMO. Previous 1 hour. So really nothing much to see here. I'm going to have this on the bottom. Okay, let's go down to the oh, that was a 30-minute, right? No, wait a minute, there was nothing on the 1 hour. There is something on the 1 hour, but we went through it. So that's a 30 inverse right there. That inverted. So this fair value gap, we went above, came below. So is this where breakers don't really where breakers are not really respected when we have some more business down there? But this is not really a breaker. We didn't, well, we did take this liquidity and then trade it above, but we had to come down and cross all the way. Wait a minute, look at this. This breaker was respected, right? For me, it's just a series of candles. I use those as breakers, and you can see we never took out that low. So if you traded that one and you know, if you took that breaker and traded the breaker high and your stop loss just below the breaker, you were not taken out. That didn't take you, unless your broker just played on you. That money would have been yours. was, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. We don't do that around here. So yeah, we do have a support zone right there if market comes down. So that's the 30-minute. Okay, let's go check out the 15-minute. Let me see how the 15-minute looks like, if they do have something that's more refined. What is that low? That low is 16540.5. What is this low? 16534.5. Okay, so it was taken out a little bit. It's all good. So this is a totally balanced zone right here. Boom, boom, and that's kind of where we came, bounced off, and then shot up. So looking right here, we do have a 15-minute fair value gap, but I feel like that's something that we don't need to worry about right now. Let's go down to the 5 minutes, see what's really going on. That's sell side liquidity right there. I prefer denoting it as sell side liquidity, sell side, like that. What else do we have? That previous 4-hour lows right there. We are ranging so badly. I don't know if I want to trade today, honestly speaking. My music is done. We are ranging so bad. So why is my mixer? Okay, I know why. I was kind of worried why I'm not seeing the music. Five more minutes to this candle closure, and they are closing up that so-called fair value gap. If they do that, and because this is a complete closure of a so-called so that to me, I'll take it as immediate rebalance, as immediate balance or whatever. So if I do get signature to keep on going up, then I will. And this week I might just maybe look for half of it, but clearly all this is balanced. So this right here could be a good that high. Everything's balanced, so this is a walk in the park. See how this just shot up so nicely, which again could be, they did that to the downside, this one did that to the upside, all traded to a fair value gap. This right here to that inverted fair value gap, 30-minute right there. So I really don't have a bias, I'm just gonna go with the flow. So looking at the 5, okay, look at this down here. This was this a 1 hour candle? Yes, it is. A wick is so small, and on the 15-minute, on the 5-minute, okay, we do have this 5-minute. I'm gonna draw this just to see how that is gonna treat price when we get there. So now we do have a 5-minute fair value gap, a 4-hour fair value gap, 4-hour low, and this 30-minute sort of a breaker. It is a breaker, because the thing is, we respected it. We didn't go below that 2 series of up candles. Even if they were shaved, they're still green to me. That to me is a breaker. It's a support zone, right? It held price. Look at the bodies. Bodies were held up when it came to retest. Just bodies didn't even touch it. And then this is just a dirty game here, right? Boom, and then we shot up. So what if we're just doing like OTE of this zone, of this low to that high, right? Just optimal trade entry. Look at that zone between 0.62 to 0.705. Went up, bodies are just above, so I'm thinking it's just prepping it for another push to the upside, right? So I could be bullish, honestly. I could be bullish. So we have 2 minutes. We do have this 30-minute fair value gap over there that's currently being worked on. So now what we're gonna do is jump to the 5 minute. I want to emphasize on that 1 hour high. And the previous 1 hour low that we're gonna be working with in a second here. And then let's go to the 1 minute, see how it looks like so far before we even think of, yes, look at those equal highs over there. I like that. I really do like that. So I'm thinking we're just coming down and then shoot up. We'll see how that goes. Let's see where we are with our MA. Make sure it's 50 and 200. Yes, it is. I forgot to switch back to this side. It's all the same though, because I want this side to be like, maybe watch it on a higher time frame. But anyway, all the levels that we did put on this side are kind of gonna be on this side too, because we have this, what do you call it, sync drawings right there. So okay, let's hit our, make sure it's 50, 200, beautiful. And if we go down to the 1 minute time frame, I like this. Already we kind of getting like some sort of a trend line right there. I like that. I need you to be in black. 50 is still above 200, even though we're doing whatever it is we're doing over there. The 1 hour candle is closed on this side. So I don't know, I need to see that 1 hour candle taken out. So now we just chill and see what's gonna happen. 1 hour low. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna have this guy on this side. We're gonna be risking $50. See if we can get a full 1:3 today. If not, so be it. So why are you not up there, man? Are you gonna tell me invalid TP when I'm here? $50. So okay, we're back. All right, so let's focus on this price action now. I don't know how it's gonna be today. Well, I'm just gonna wait for my entry criteria anyway. So if it doesn't show up, then no trading, man. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. I do have a trend line right there. I'll prefer if we take out this low, maybe come into this 5 minute fair value gap here, and then come back into this range and break that trend line and then shoot to the upside. Now that's my plan for going up. So if we are gonna keep on going down, then I have no plan whatsoever, right? Unless this 50 crosses the 200, I see my trend line form, my formation, my entry pattern, and then I just go to the downside. So if I don't see those, I'm just gonna chill, man, you know. We do have a 30 minute what that we just entered, so we don't have to get here because we did have this 30-minute support right there. 30-minute support. Oh yeah. Did those two touch? No, yes they did. So close. Let me see something here. Close enough. If we can come and just touch, okay, let's see what that is. Come and touch this low and bounce off. I'm going to risk my whole account. Yeah, they are balancing everything. So on the 1 hour we didn't leave that fair value gap. Oh yes, we did just a little bit one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change that to 1 hour. Let's focus on that. So I don't need that line. That's what they left. So that would be so perfect, man. Trade below the 1 hour, kind of close that, and then come back into that range, break my trend line on the 1 hour, game over. 50 remains 200. I feel like that would have put me, what do I say, us, we was following, would put us in a really nice zone right there. So I'm gonna have that. No, I'm gonna have these the bottom here. I don't want to draw that trend line, so I'm not kind of, yeah, just draw it if you want to. Nobody asking you, bro. I need you, my brother, to be in black. Or do I look for another color for my trend lines? What would the color be? Can you see what these new. Okay, we're kind of hugging on that or whatever. So maybe, yeah, I want to see you keep going down. What's the daily? What is the probability on such a long day that all of it is gonna get shaved? I don't know. I think it's weekly and the daily look the same. Ain't that weird? Wait a minute. The weekly candle and the daily candle are similar. Oh, yeah, we just started the week. That's why. It's the beginning of the week. The weekly candle just is now forming. Okay, we just traded below that 1 hour. Yep. So where's the the previous 4 hour candle is just right here. We're now in the if we do keep on going down like this, then I don't know if I'm gonna hop onto this trade. So that right there is is somewhat of a breaker, if I could call it. We traded above it, right? And that right there might be the trade of the day. This is a 5-minute breaker right there. That could be, we traded just above that high and this high too into that fair value gap. We just crossed this low with a fair value gap right there. Oh boy, you see that? And it also the second fair value gap, because we got this one and this one. But the fact that we traded below a 1 hour low, then skeptical on that short. But I like that bounce. We touched that zone and we pushing away. It might keep going down, but this will be a high resistance liquidity run. We do have this 5 minute 5 fair value gap right there. We also have this 200 where there seems to be some support as well, or resistance. So I'm still betting on some longs over here because this is low resistance right here that we just formed. Could be a pillar where price doesn't need to come up again. And from what I'm seeing, I think we might be getting shorts today. No, I need you to stay on the 1 hour because all I'm betting for. And then we took out this 1 hour here. So this is just one of those just comes to the premium of the 1 hour and then just keeps going down. And this 1 hour right here is wickless. To me, that right there is, I mean, it's a small wick. It looks like a kind of magnet. But for now, man, let's just stick to our plans. I might hop onto it and make some moolah to the downside, but if it loses, then I'm gonna start beating myself. You didn't follow your rules and all that good stuff. Whoa. Yeah, my guys, we're going down. Let's see how it's gonna work when. Nah, I feel like a short has been established. Come and take out these lows, all this, and then here's another 5 minute fair value gap over here, man. I think I'm gonna have too many drawings on just one chart. This is the boring part. I might turn up the music a little bit because now this is the boring part. Seems like we'll be coming to this low right here. Seems we'll be coming to that low right there. Fair value gap in the breaker, short down. Another fair value gap right there with the breaker. That's a recipe to go down, but we got so much going on though. Hey, yay, yay, yay. I'm alone in the stream again. Says 936. Now we're not doing no 936, man. It's just 15,200. Don't be fooled with no 9 and 36. Ain't nobody's trading 9 and 36. But 9 just crossed 36 though. Where is 9? 9 is blue. 9 and cross 36 up there. We have this up candle here that shot this price down, took liquidity. We just entered into that 5 minute and it's inside the 1 hour range. So if we do close above the high, That can be a good early entry. I'm not gonna enter that one until we close above the 50. Then that's my entry. My stop loss down here, and then see if we can get above that high. So I don't know why I'm not feeling this trade today. So we're looking at what? Or maybe just 1:5 so far. If then we put it just below that 1 hour breaker that I'm thinking, then we're seeing like 1:2.28. And I'm thinking that after it might still keep going up to the current day high. I don't think they'll just establish a daily candle like this, because this was all green and then all of it gets shaved. I think there's gonna be some sort of a war there. Bulls and bears gonna fight. Honestly, I don't need to see all this on my 1 hour time frame, man. I don't need to see that any further. I don't need to see this too. Why am I seeing all those on a higher time frame? I don't need to see that one on a higher time frame one. Yeah, the rest I can see. I'm gonna keep that a little bit of brightness. Doesn't matter. We do have that. So that's not been respected at all. So we could care less. Because then again, even if we do close above it, then oh, maybe we'll see. But so far, what I'm seeing, I think we're gonna keep going down. I had no plan for going down, so unless I saw this earlier. But then again, my 50 is above 200, so they're already right there. That keeps me out my trades. But then as we keep growing, then we'll just do that and just trade. What we're seeing for now, I will still need that extra support right there. That helps me and sometimes keeps me out of trades too. I mean, this previous 1 hour took out that huge 1 hour range, right? So this one just needs to trade to discount, which it didn't get to, but that's okay. It didn't quite get to that half point. So am I willing to change my bias? I think my answer is no. Unless we do that 50 crosses and I still see my setup and I see my formation pattern, then my entry pattern, then I can bet to keep going down further. So we're now at the previous day low, right? Which was yesterday's low. We're just about there, which will be this low right here, which is right there. And on the daily time frame, I don't need to see anything on the one now. Wait a minute, how am I gonna say it? Okay, yeah, I don't need to see you on the 1 hour time frame on all this good stuff. Keep those things clean. Wait a minute, look at this. Boo wish. Okay, I don't know. We are below the 200. Should I take that trade? We just this is support, right? This is support right here. So a good confirmation would be if we do close above this 5-minute bullish candle, even if it's shaved. But looking at the 1 minute, oh, we have that up candle. Okay, it does depend. If we leave a fair value gap right there, then I might take that trade. We're gonna do 20. Last time I did 13, it was too much. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I think I'm gonna mess with this. Look at that. That seems to me like it's worth it, man. And seems like we're gonna be leaving that fair value gap open. I mean, not open, like it might be available to use. What's happening on the 2 minutes? Oh, look at that up candle. We saw this shoot down. So if we also close above that high, that right there is support. So I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing right now. I'm gonna bring this back because I think we do have a trend line right there. And that right there is OTE entry for OTE enteras. I'm just gonna do simple from that high to that low, 50%. That's just where that fair value gap is at. And I'm gonna set up a trade with just a small entry. Just see how that goes. I'll do a pending entry, see if we can. I'll do like what? I've set up a small entry, like right here at that 50 spot, just above that 1 minute, whatever, right there. We'll see if it comes. So I'm gonna create a new order, just 10 units, and it's gonna be a buy limit, right? So let's buy. Let's see how much we're risking. Oh my god. $8.69. That's okay. So if we do come down here, I want to see if that. So I just started with a really small one. If that works, right, and we just come and trade above the high, then I will enter with another 10 point right there, and then I'll take this back to $40 because I already gave out 10 bucks. So my stop loss is just below that low. Let me see. I just want to see if that will be respected right there, because I do have that up candle and down, and we paired with a fair value gap. If that is not respected, then I think we just bear. So I'm in. I just got tugged in. Let's see how that works. My TP can be up there. That's 3,000. Okay, I like that reaction to the upside. We just touched that fair value gap, but let's see how this works. Looking good so far. I like that trade pattern, man. It's just beautiful. But I just risk low because I need us to be above that 50. It's because I'm more of a momentum entry trader. So I used to bet a lot on that entry, and then I would lose a lot. So not really. I mean, it's okay losing, but if that is your consistent entry, then on a large scale, then you still come out a winner, right? So I'm liking the reaction to the upside. So I need to have a second entry anytime soon. And I think I'm gonna mess with that trend line right there. Should I enter with this one? So if we do break this one, it's now 12 to yo, go back to 1 hour, man. We're just gonna keep it simple. So I'm watching the 1 hour right there. I don't need to see those trend lines on the 1 hour. going back. Oh, why not? Then decide on the 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're still working on that zone right there. Swing high, swing low. Let me see what the 2 minute looks like. So I'm thinking we do have this up. No. Let me see the 3 minute, 5 minute. Why is the 4 minute not here? May as well add it, man. Okay, we're going down. So even if we do that, that's okay. But on a 1 minute scale, I want the bodies to just not close below that 1 minute candle. If not, that 1 minute fair value gap right there. If not, then this is our last defense. This zone over here, that 1 minute, right? If we do close below there, then I might as well just close out my trade. So my stop loss should be actually just be below down for me to get a good RR. But so are they waiting for 12:30? Yeah. If this closes bearish, then I think they'll shoot to the downside. Up, wick up, and then we shoot down, then it goes up, and then it wicks down. Yeah. If that closes bearish, then I don't know. But stop loss is right there to do its job, right? And we're only risking 0.69 on this side. But if we do, I'm kind of seeing another. Yeah, we do close above this trend line here. This is okay with me. Yeah. So now we are just on our last defense. I mean, we have this. So that's one defense right there. The breaker is another defense. And then this down candle, that's an order block right there. If they okay. So we are against the price now. See, up, down goes up, and then it closes down. That right there is just showing like a strong. Interesting. So if that is reversed, these 3 candles, if that is reversed and we do close up, that right there is a support zone. I was still watching this thing, see what it's doing. So we already did this OTE over here. Yeah. So now that's our last defense. If we close down, then yeah, that's our last defense. If price closes below this shaded box over here, then yeah, we are off. That's why one of the main reasons why I'm just, yeah, I want to see a strong move away from that OTE zone, man. Stop loss right there to do its job. Last defense right there. If we can stay at least above the half of this body here, and we already close below. Yeah. So this previous day low is also the open price, right? So it's an order block, open price, where we saw this green candle go up. So okay, candle still not closing below that so far. So do they want to use this as an inverse because it's supposed to be support? Do you want to use it as resistance to keep shooting down, or are we gonna close above it? If there's any other PDRA down here, then I wouldn't really know, other than this week's the half point R, or the half of the half point R, a PDRA as well. So here's another sort of a trend line right there. Everything is balanced. No fair value gap. That fair value gap has been traded too, right? Making sure that business is taken care of. See, those are strong pillars, or they're just runways being set up. So okay, we've closed below that breaker. So now our setup is becoming a low and a low and a low and a low probability. $12.30 as we speak. I'm just curious, what are these other guys doing? US30, US500. Let's go back to the US100. Okay. Are we gonna close above? Nah, look at that. That zone right there is now being used as support. If we can close above and use it as it's been used as resistance. If you can close above this candle here, this used to be something that I was very conscious of, right? We kind of have like that doji or whatever that is, and then prices becomes like a good bearish candle. The other price is bullish, and then it closes bearish. That right there is a strong indication that hey, we're going one side. So if we close above, then what do we have there? Support. So now what is the plan? This is the 1 minute. We have this up candle, so we didn't quite go down, though I don't really know what's going on there. If we do close above that 50, I'm gonna enter on another trade. Just for us to get up here. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. We're just about to close above 50. We're just about to close above. Okay, yeah, we're good. Now, what do we do here, man? I need to get a good entry now. It's 12:30, so I'm just gonna mess with that. I think we've now established to go up. What do you think? My stop loss will still be at the same place, and I'm just gonna do my main entry. Let's see how that closes. That's nice. We've just broken that trend line. Trade above it. My stop loss is down here. I hope they're not just probing. I'm gonna do my main entry now. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. Main entry engaged. Let's see how that goes. So we're risking 2%. That's good on this side. No more. We're not gonna add any more. And I'm gonna put like my TP way up here, and then once we get here, I'm gonna close a half. I'm just gonna do a sell limit here. I'm just gonna sell 10 of the 20 that we bought. So hopefully we now keep going up. So we're now about 50. I'm gonna close this. So now we need to look for targets. We need to look for targets. That low to the high. Trade management. We just crossed one, so let's use 5-minute low to high. I'm liking that expansion. I love it. So if you had enough good balls or I don't know, so that was your entry right there. My stop loss was down here. We're now looking at 1:6, 1:7.2. But now the main entry was right here because I'm a momentum entry, momentum trader. I just want to see, I want to move it when price is going up. And my fast exit is right there, looking at 2.2. If I just stack to that, that will be 3.9. So it's 12:35. I'm thinking, looking at the 1 hour here, from what I'm seeing, the 1 hour candle, look at the, see what we left. We had between these two, that fair value gap that we didn't close. We opened up here. It was a bearish candle at first, but we just reversed that. So the bodies kind of so far respected that, right? So hopefully we can keep on going up and take that high, and we can get some moolah. Just call it a day. Now well, that's it, man. So let's just play a waiting game now. Looking at the 1 minute, I'm trying to see that was my entry formation. Oh my god, it's right there. We closed the second so we do have 1, 2, 3. We also formed another one here. Let me close this. So if you're an aggressive trader, we did have that formation right there. I mean, and your bias was right. So at the close of this candle, we just closed above that trend line right there. But I mean, yeah. And as you can see, I'm not just trading up trend line break. There's also underlying stories under it, but for the main thing is, if we close above 50. So let me look at the 5-minute real quick. What are we seeing here? If we close above this candle here, if we close above that, then this is a walk in the park. So for now, we do have some small ish right there. We just need to close above that. If we close above that, this right here is a walk in the park. I think we're just gonna go through it, and maybe the complete closure of this fair value gap. But once we get there, on this side, we're not doing any more entries. Let me make sure my stop losses are just headlines. So I'm up $19 on this side. I want us to keep going up. Yeah, so instead, okay, that's okay. So my total risk is $48. My fast exit right there is $26, which is okay. I'm just gonna take it straight, which can be used as risk for next time straight. So we'll see how that works. So I want us to close above here on a 5-minute candle, on a 5-minute whatever. So if I can use that as a breaker, because that's the only green candle, even if it's shaved off, and then we took liquidity this low traded into a 5-minute fair value gap. If we can close above it, even if they start retracing, we're gonna have this 5-minute fair value gap right here. I'm assuming if it's open, so they can come in, do their thing. Even if market is gonna close there, and I'm just gonna leave my trades open. Hopefully when we open, if the whole play is not gonna happen right now, then maybe we can gap up. If they do gap down or consider still proceed and take us out, then I had positioned myself the best way I could, with the knowledge that I have. So I'm not gonna beat myself, because I waited for my rules, I waited for my formation, but the market is just gonna do what it's gonna do. So no beating myself. We're just gonna journal and show, hey, that didn't work, because right now we are retesting that breaker right here. I just feel like that was kind of a little bit shallow though, but we did have a fair value gap 1 and 2. So if we close above here, we're also closing above this fair value gap, so that would be so nice. But if the bodies are just being kept below this fair value gap, I just don't want to keep drawing so much. That fair value gap right there, I need us to close above it. And actually it was the second fair value gap. I'm gonna have it inside, and then I'm gonna change that color to like that. I need us to close inside, otherwise that's resistance right there. Okay, so now we've established a 5-minute fair value gap right there. We can use that as support. I would have loved if we closed above this high though, and then came in to find this as support. So for now, I need this low to be protected. I need this low to stay. Even if we come down, let's just not cross this low. So far, I'm seeing this is good that we're using that as support and we're reacting well, but it's too early to tell. I need to see that fair value gap traded above. I'm gonna just put it to the side a little bit, and let's just watch price. I'm now in drawdown on this other side. All dangerous because this right here looks like low resistance liquidity. So what is my line of defense looking at this on the 5-minute? This what is the line of defense? This down candle, 5-minute order block, this fair value gap, and what else? This so-called break of mine is not really confirmed. I would have loved to see a body close above it. And on this side, the 1 hour candle is being shaved off. Not looking good. Not looking good, especially with my late so-called confirmation entry. Oh, we are shaving downwards, man. Damn. Okay, maybe let's use our previous line of defenses. It might still work here. This is that 1 hour fair value gap right there. Look at the 5-minute. So we've completely balanced that 5-minute. I'm not sure if yeah, we've traded through it. So let's see how that goes. There's a high probability that, remember, we're still in between. Where was it? Where was that? 6:30 and 7. Let's hide everything. Where's that 6:30 here? We're still in between that 640 low right there and the 715 high right there. So you'll be in between this range, in between that range right there, this high and this low. And I don't know. I'm currently in drawdown, man. So seems like we were just coming up to, still early. Let's see. It's now 12:40, and from what I'm seeing, man, that 1 hour candle is flipped to red. And man, down to that. What is this? We do have like a small gap down there. Oh boy, that's the last line of defense while you can be in black. Yeah, maybe that. See that spot right there? Oh crap, we are offside, man. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to tell this one goodbye. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a loss. Honestly speaking, this is a low resistance right there, and we're just going down like crazy. So we might be taking our L today. Oh, where are my things? Oh, 200 is just going too straight. 50 is kind of not crossing 200, don't know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, that right there is just too clean, man. Too clean. Let's go see what these other boys are doing. 500, what you doing? Same thing. US30, same thing. Yeah, that's just too smooth to leave. My stop loss is just below here. US500. Too smooth, man. Wait a minute. US100. Yeah, so I'm thinking so my trend lines did break. We did close above 50, but now we just came down again, down to below 200. Yeah, it would have been nice if we stayed above this zone over here. Maybe my second entry would have been if we closed above that high and maybe retested this 5 minute and then going up. Well, let's see what 1250 will do. We might see price shoot up and then maybe later come down here. I don't know. What's the probability of this flipping again? This 1 hour candle. Wait a minute. Okay. Waiting game, huh? Waiting is the name of the game. So anybody who's short, they're hoping that this market keeps going down. Well, is there hoping in this industry, in this whatever? Man, not that I'm long. Yeah, this is now very low probability, but you know our stops are right there to do their job. Stops right there to do its job. 2% going home. This is just too sweet of. Oh man. Okay, 2 more minutes to that 1250 whatever. We might see price shoot up and then maybe they'll come down. So do I get out once we're in profits? I don't know. I'm just hoping they're not coming to touch this whatever and then use it as dynamic support, dynamic resistance. We're still below that 1 hour low. Where was my first entry? My first entry was right here. My first entry was right about there. My stop loss just down here. I'm just doing this for journaling purposes, so I'm gonna hide that. And then my second entry is right about where? Is this the 1 minute time frame here? Right about. What about this low? My stop loss being also down here. And oh my god, there we are out now. I was looking for like a 1:1, maybe hoping to go up a little bit to 1:3. So we will figure out the time that we entered. Yeah, guys, this is low probability unless maybe they want to sweep this and then shoot up. I don't know. It's now 1250. Yeah. Remember we have this whatever here. So there we go, man. There we go. We're about to lose. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. So seemed like our entry pattern did form, but there was still some bearishness. It did perform anyway, but for the fact that we kind of shaved it a little bit. Yeah, look at that down candle closures, too strong. We are on the way here. We are in the way of a big moving train, man. So this is shaved off. This is nothing. This is the next zone to come get. 1250 is here. It's now 1251. Let me see the 1 hour formation of these other guys. Oh, wait a minute. I need that to stick to US100. So let me symbol US500. US500 here. Yeah, today seems to be a consolidating day. I'm thinking once, I'm out of drawdown, I should just call it a day. US30. Playing right there. Still struggling to stay above that 1 hour fair value gap right there. That's US30. US500 is also trading above. US100 is just a tiny bit over there. I'm curious if they. No, that's okay. Okay, we've taken some liquidity right there. So maybe let's see if we can close above that up candle that price went down under. So that right there. It's 12:53. After 1 p.m. Yeah, I should be getting wrapped up now. I should be wrapping up here. Bruh, I don't need to see this. I wish I can have that. Mm. Oh, look at this, man. 50 just crossed 200. Yeah, I should not be in this short. But we thank God for a stop loss, huh? Yeah, so that's even low. It might still work, but these are not conditions I like to be in. So if 50 is below 200, I like to be in a short, man. But price seems to be wanting to still go up, so let's see how this goes. So at this point, I'm gonna get whoa. Okay. Are you seeing this? So the 1 hour candle is flipped back to green, looking good. So do they still wanna come up here? Now this will be a nice place to kind of close, cause I'm not in drawdown. I'm above drawdown now. I'm in profits actually. I could close with 500, 700 now. But do you imagine if I close and then price keeps going up? Plus I did submit that stop loss, so the stop loss do its job. But remember, look what we have here. We have down, that series of up, and then we came down paired with a fair value gap right there. That's a strong shot. But then I'm just liking what I saw on the 1 hour with US30, right? Just staying above that 1 hour. The fair value gap right there, and US500 still has the same vibe over there, right? So bruh. Okay, I'm about to leave, man, because I gotta go. I have to go to work. So I'm just gonna wrap up here. I need to get dressed and all that stuff. So I'll just leave this running. Hopefully by the time I need to shut down my computer, I will have gone up. So I'm thinking that I should be content with because I feel like even if we do go up, I think there's like an unfinished business to go down. So I'm gonna what is this now, man? Oh crap. I'm just gonna do like a hard TP right here, just above that high, or just a little bit below. I'm gonna have my all my TP over there, which is still good, right? That's like 1:2 for this guy. That's like 1:2.2, which is good. Now we do have this up candle. We've taken liquidity. It's paired with a fair value gap right there. So let's see if that will send price up. I like that formation right there. Though we do have another one in here too. Down, up, short down, paired with a fair value gap. Let's see how that works. So in this case, let me go to a different US100 so you can see it. We have this up candle right here, right? Price came down, took some liquidity, this low, and that swing low right there, short up. We left this fair value gap right there. Let me change that color to purple or whatever, and then price just and came in, and now we're shooting up. Now we do have the same down here. Look at that. This will be now a bullish entry, and here's a bearish one. So that's a breaker right there on the 1 minute, paired with a fair value gap here. So one of them has to give out. Now this right here, these are just conditions for consolidation, consolidating conditions. So hopefully a bulls win, right? And I'm thinking my TP should just be above here, which is what I have, right? Yeah, I just put my TPs up here. So let's see what works or what doesn't. So that was just a consolidating session. Formations forming, entry formations forming on both sides. Maybe we should close right now, or not. I would just let the stop loss do its job. So that was Trader Marera, and I'll leave it here. I will come in journals later. So those were my 2 entries, right? That was my early entry, just a small risk, and then my main risk was up here because we just broke that trend line. I was hoping that it will be a breakout. We can keep on going up. My stop loss just below that zone over there. Currently we are in profits. And pretty much that's it. I'm gonna have to journal that tomorrow, so I'm just gonna leave this running for now, and in like 20 minutes I'm gonna have to end the stream. Thank you for joining, man. Soon I'm gonna make like a short course just showing, it's gonna be free, like a PDF or something, just showing how I think about the markets and stuff, and probably maybe open a Discord so whoever is interested can come in and you can copy my trades if you see the value behind what I'm doing, and we can grow together. So that was Trader Marera. God be with you guys. He loves you way more than I do, and he wants the best for all of you. So God bless you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. I'm out. Let me turn up this volume a little bit. Alright, Trader Marera right now. See you tomorrow. I'm out. Wait a minute. So, oh, this is funny. Jesus. So I forgot that I do have a dash cam. I mean, I have a webcam. So when I say goodbye, that was supposed to go off. So it's a good thing I didn't start dressing in here, or my channel will just be taken down. So okay, now it's turned off. Oh, that would have been a big blunder. Okay. So damn. Okay, my camera going off. Yeah. All right. See you now. Now I'm out for real. Bye bye. Oh, and the trade is looking good. Trader Maeda, I'm out. Alright, the trade worked out. Look at that, man. Alright, so I have to shut down my computer because I'm leaving. And everything's looking good. I think there's a high probability that we'll still get up here. I just leave it running. I'm not breaking even and I'm doing nothing. And I think we'll get up there. So through them and I'm out.